Welcome everyone, it's Grandma Mo. Finally had some time to look at some games. I wanted to watch, I stopped watching the UConn games, or at least doing videos on them, because they were just blowouts, like all the time. So I started watching the Creighton and Connecticut game, and I thought, boy, the first quarter they were hanging in there, They weren't getting thrown by the press like a lot of teams do, and they were, making good passes, and then, boy, second quarter, and then the third, and then just Creighton couldn't make a basket. And UConn was like a well-oiled machine, just like they always are, but it's like you can't shoot. Let's see. Creighton shot 22%, 14 for 62. UConn shot 36 for 63, 57%. You can't win against UConn shooting 22%. Just, as it's so impressive just what Connecticut can do, but like, it's going to be really interesting to see how Connecticut reacts to a team that's more on their level. I don't think it's going to make a difference, but they are just, I remember seeing AZ Fudd when she came in I think she was a freshman, and, no one knew about her. I'm sure the Connecticut people knew about her, the team and everything, but I hadn't ever seen her play, and was like, who is that? You could see that pretty shot like right away. And it has just gotten better and better and better. And I really think about what her college career would have been like if she didn't get hurt. And just redshirting, and it may not matter. We'll see what happens next, or actually it's not even next year. It'll be in a few months to see where she ends up in the WNBA, but it's just such a solid shoot. Just pretty. What a pretty shot that is. Just, absolutely wonderful. And then you have Sarah Strong, and you have, one of the UConn players that's coming on really strong now is Allie Zabel. Or Zabel. They said Zabel on the, I thought that might be the way it's pronounced. Zabel. She is, unorthodox shot from the side, but it goes in. She came off the bench and was the leading scorer. She had more than Fudd. Let's see. Fudd played 3 more minutes than she did. She played 25 minutes, 20 points. Her and Heckle coming off the bench. I remember Heckle playing at USC, but the thing I didn't notice was how fast and quick she is. Heckle is very, very quick. 13 points for her. Just, really nice game. AZ Fudd, 19 points. Sarah Strong is Sarah Strong. Sarah Strong is just... The thing about Sarah Strong is she makes it look so easy. It is so easy for her. She's just like no one's around. It's like she's just shooting at, just having someone rebound for her, and she just shooting hoops. In the first quarter there, she was throwing up threes and making them easy. And not just like right by the line. She was way back there. Crazy. Just crazy athletic. Just crazy basketball. The talent, basketball player, just terrific. 16 points for her in 20 minutes. Sarah Williams, she played 19 minutes, 4 points for her. KK Arnold, 3 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds. Ashlyn Shade had a nice game, 13 points for her, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. The assists for UConn were really spread out. They didn't need a whole lot of those. Let's see. Patterson didn't score. El Alfie had 2 points and 5 rebounds. Heckle, like I said, 13 points, 4 assists for her. And then Allie Zabel. And then Fisher added 4 points off the bench. So UConn gets the win 94-44. And Creighton started out okay. They were only down 5 in the first quarter, and they lost by 50. That's just insane. UConn 19-14. Then they outscored them 23-10 in the second, and then 26-7 in the third, and then still scored 26 in the fourth. And Creighton just couldn't hit a basket. I mean, the only way to stay with UConn is you have to shoot well. You can't turn the ball over, and you have to shoot well. But UConn's defense makes that really tough. Anyway, three-point shooting, UConn was 53% from three, 14 for 26. That's insane. That's crazy good. Creighton, 26%. Rebounds were even. I'm actually surprised on that because, Creighton missed so many shots. You'd think that UConn would have a bunch of defensive rebounds. And they did, but not, you'd think there'd be more. UConn, 20 assists to Creighton's 8. They came down the floor too much and just shot the ball, whereas UConn works the ball. They work the ball really nice. Creighton, 19 turnovers. UConn had 10. Points in the paint, 36-6, UConn. So, just a complete blowout, just like every other game. Creighton is now 12-13. UConn, number one ranked team in the country, 26-0. So, UConn, what do we got coming up? UConn has Marquette, then Villanova, then Providence. They still have 5 games left. But, yeah, a lot of other teams I've looked at have less than that. Let's see. Oh, and then they have St. John's. Last game of the season is St. John's. St. John's, when I was playing back in the 80s, was a really good team, but back in January, UConn beat them 88-43. So, not much different than any other team. So, I don't know. We'll see. UConn may have a bad shooting night, but they never do. They never seem to. It's just crazy good. Very, very solid, and I don't even know what to say. I mean, I'm proud to be someone that grew up in Connecticut, and I didn't go to UConn, but went to the University of Rhode Island. But just Connecticut doesn't have any pro sports, so UConn is it. Both the men's and the women's. The women's are by far better than the men. They've been better for 40 years now. So, I mean, the men are really good too, but not anything like the women. So, anyway, well, that's it. All I have for this one. I'm going to check them out. I haven't been making videos on them. I've been doing some stuff at home and trying to get some long-awaited things done in the house that once you retire, it's like you finally have time to do. Anyway, but I'm going to be all over UConn come tournament time, so we'll see how that goes. I fully expect them to win them unless they come up against one of the top 5 teams and they shoot badly. It's in the bag for them. I mean, I've been following UCLA. I'm out here on the West Coast now. Been following UCLA, and UCLA is very good. They have height over UConn, but I don't know if UCLA... I mean, the thing that did UCLA in last year, I mean, it's a different team this year for UCLA. They have Charlie Sledger-Walker. So I would think they could handle the press better. The press got them last year. That full court press just... it put UCLA behind, and then they could never recover. And El Alfie did a great job on Lauren Betts. I mean, Lauren Betts still scored, I think, 20 or something, but the rest of UCLA's team they didn't show up. I don't know. I mean, about to check out the Texas Vanderbilt game. That just finished. So I'm going to look at that one, see how that went. And, South Carolina is always there. So I don't know if anybody can beat them. I mean, the only way is if UConn beats themselves. If they beat themselves and they shoot bad, they would have to shoot really bad for someone to beat them, I think. Or someone get hurt. I mean, boy, I hope that doesn't happen. That would be really sad. But I don't know. We'll see. If they stay healthy, I don't see anybody beating them. But that's it's theirs to lose. So, anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.